Have you ever wished for a recession? Like, I'm starting to wish the recession would just get here so we can stop talking about it. The talking about a recession is creating more fear than a recession will actually create. Now, a recession had historically been defined as 2 consecutive quarters of GDP decline, and then it got more technical about the depth and diffusion. Well, realistically, a recession in this market is going to create job loss, but primarily it's about consumer spending. Consumer spending is 70% of the GDP. So if the GDP goes down, it's because consumers stop spending. And right now, that has not happened yet. Consumer spending most recently was up 0.1%. Now that's not a whole lot, but it's positive. Consumer sentiment and consumer confidence is still up. In fact, consumer sentiment was up last 13%. And consumer sentiment is all about, how does my pocketbook feel, right? Like pulling my wallet out. Well, my pocketbook feels a little lighter because everything costs a little bit more, but I'm looking forward and I feel like things are gonna turn around. And so consumer sentiment had been down 3 months in a row and it had turned up 13%. That's a sign that consumers are still feeling good about the future. Consumer confidence is still up, and that's more about their job security. Job security, even though there are companies laying off or holding off on hiring, there are 11.2 million job openings. The jobless claims continues to stay low, meaning people aren't going on unemployment. If they get fired or laid off, they're simply finding another job. These tactics, this strong job environment is allowing people to keep spending and feeling okay about it. Credit card debt hit another record high. So even if I don't have the money in my wallet, I'm still spending it. Consumers need to stop spending. Just for a minute, like take a month, just take a month off. Just take a little sabbatical, take a month off, let supply regain its position in the demand versus supply equation, because we know that inflation is too much demand on too little supply. It pushes prices up. We need supply to come back. We need demand to level off in order to get inflation to come down. Inflation has to come down. That is why the Fed is so aggressively raising the Fed rate. So raising the Fed rate, creating the instability in the market, creating the volatility in mortgage rates is all due to the fact that inflation is staying high because consumers are still spending. So please stay home just for a month. Let's let the spending slow down. Let's let supply catch up. Let's let the recession come so that we can all head back towards an expansion.